bomb of some sort it had to be. It burst a few meters behind the hurtling auto. Heydrich yelped and swore and jerked his left hand. Blood ran down his palm and dripped from his fingers to the Mercedes rubber floor mat. He tried to make a fist, then yelped again and thought better of it. Only after Klein flung the car around a couple of corners did the Reichsprotektor think to ask, "Are you all right?" The driver reached up to touch his left ear. His gloved hand came away red. "Just a scratch." He paused a few seconds. "I think we've got away from the stinking bastards." "Yeah, if more of them aren't lying in wait for us." Again, Heydrich needed a moment to add, "You did well." Thanks." Klein sounded a little shaky. Heydrich supposed he did too. Anybody who suddenly got dropped into combat was liable to. The driver went on, "How's your hand? Shall I get you to a hospital?" Heydrich was already wrapping a handkerchief around the wound. "No, don't bother. I'll live," he said. "Take me on to the castle. A doctor will be on duty there, or we can send for one. And then—" He stopped in grim anticipation. "Send what, sir?" Klein asked. "Then we peel this pest-hole of a town, this pest-hole of a country to catch the assassins," Heydrich answered. "We don't overlook wrongs from Czechs, never, any more than we let Jews get away with anything inside the Reich." "We don't let anybody get away with anything," Klein said. A good enough rule for the way Germany ruled. Heydrich nodded. He tried to close his hand again. No luck. It hurt too much. Blood was soaking through the handkerchief. "No, we don't," he agreed. "And when somebody tries, we make him pay." 5 February 1943, Berlin. The Reich was in mourning after the fall of Stalingrad. Taverns, theaters, movie houses, all closed at the Führer's order. Funereal music played on every radio station. Reinhard Heydrich thought he'd kick in a receiver if he heard "Ich hatte ein Kamerad" one more time. Oberscharführer Klein pulled up in front of SS headquarters. "Here you go, sir," he said. "Right." Heydrich got out of the Mercedes convertible. Not a trace of the damage from the assassination attempt remained visible on the car. The Czech repairmen who had worked on the Mercedes would have answered with their necks if any had. Guards stiffened to attention as Heydrich approached. In SS Obergruppenführer's uniform, with the SD patch on his lower left sleeve, his slim athletic figure was one to conjure with. "State your name and business, sir." The young officer who made the demand knew damn well who and what Heydrich was. His voice wouldn't have wobbled if he hadn't. After naming himself, Heydrich paused a moment for effect before continuing, "I am here for an appointment with the Reichsführer SS." "Yes, sir," the youngster said, and his voice wobbled again. If he had had an appointment with Heinrich Himmler, he would have been in more trouble than he could imagine. A parish priest was an honorable part of the Catholic Church, but that didn't mean he expected to get an audience with the Pope. Gathering himself, the officer told off 2 of his men to escort Heydrich to Himmler's office. Somebody inside headquarters had a radio on. Sure as hell it was playing "Ich hatte ein Kamerad." Heydrich fumed. He couldn't do anything more, not when one of the black uniformed men walking with him said, "Terrible thing, what happened in the East." "Yes," Heydrich said, "terrible." And it was. The whole Sixth Army, gone. Germany was in plenty of trouble in the rest of southern Russia, too. Heydrich was still sick of that goddamn song. Hastily, the trooper added, "But we'll lick him anyway, won't we, sir?" You could get in trouble for showing defeatism. In these nervous times, you could get in trouble for almost anything. More guards stood in front of the door to the Reichsführer's sanctum. Heydrich's escorts handed them off to them, then went back toward the entrance with every sign of relief.